So if you've hit a deadlift plateau, something I like to do to help speed run my guys into a new PB with their deadlifts is take a look at their hip hinge strength, okay? So I call these strength deficits. So on a regular conventional deadlift, a lot of people end up getting stuck around that 250 kilo mark. They just can't push past it. A lot of people also tend to focus on building their squat. Now, this might sound really bare basic, but a deadlift isn't a squat, okay? Putting it out there, it's not a squat. So if you want to improve your deadlift, let's take a look at the main muscles in your deadlift, your posterior chain. A squat hits your anterior chain. It's not to say that it won't help, but most of the guys stuck at that 250 plateau mark on deadlifts are stuck there because they're focusing on building their squat. That's okay, but it's not going to build your deadlift as well as actually looking at your weakness on your deadlift. 9 times out of 10, I've found for people in this area, plateaued, actually because their hip hinge strength is dog shit. So, what do I mean by this? If your best set of 5 on deadlifts is 200 kilos for 5, right? That's an easy example, round down. 200 for 5, that's your best. That's nice and hard for a 5 rep max. What is your best stiff leg deadlift, right? So not using your quads, touching the floor, coming back up. Can you do a stiff leg deadlift? If not, cool. Big glaring weakness there. Do you know why? That means your hamstrings are too tight. We need to strengthen and lengthen your hamstrings. What this is going to do as you get stronger hamstrings, being able to then do a pain-free stiff leg deadlift is 1, you've gained a hip hinge function. Beautiful. Guess what a deadlift is? Hip hinge. Now, when we gain the hip hinge function without pain, we're better at bracing, okay? That's fantastic. 2, our hamstrings are stronger and lengthened, right? Because it's pain-free, it's not hurting your back. When you have stronger hamstrings, do you know what that does? Greater force production off the floor. You're going to build a more explosive deadlift. Now, when we factor that into account, so you can now do a stiff leg deadlift pain-free, you can now build it up, and you've built it up now to say your best 5 rep max on normal deadlift is 200. This is now 180 for 5. I guarantee you go back to normal deadlifts, they're going to feel the strongest they have ever felt. I do it every time with my guys because it's an obvious glaring weakness, and every time it fucking works. Give it a try. Take a look at your strength deficits. Are you weak in the hamstrings? Can you do a hip hinge? What is your stiff leg deadlift? It's probably a little weak. You probably don't need to focus more on your squats. You need to focus on actually building your deadlift to get a good deadlift. I hope this helps. If you need help picking apart where your weaknesses are on your lifts, please feel free to get in touch for a chat and we can go over all your training and have a bit of a consult and come up with a plan on what's going to work for you.